But
yeah,
now...
I think I was getting in his face.
Oh, yeah. I like the character switch a lot.
Yeah. Alright, looks like they're starting.
Okay, so as we saw in Losers Finals, Vro is no stranger to the Sheik Marth matchup, but I mean, a lot of people think that this is strongly in Sheik's favor. It's a very I don't want to say volatile, but it's a very
Yeah, I think like at lower to mid level, I think this matchup is definitely Sheik favored, but once you start hitting like me, Eddie, and Vro's level,
yeah,
I think it starts becoming way more of an even matchup. Like,
yeah.
Vro's definitely able to use his speed over Sheik to get really strong punishes.
Right, and Vro's land movement is the key for that. And
yeah. If you watch how Eddie plays the matchup, he plays very compact. He doesn't do a lot of unnecessary movements.
Yes.
And something that he does that I don't do is he'll jump in the air and start charging his needles. It makes it ambiguous as to whether he's gonna like throw the needles in midair and go for like a grab or something like that,
right?
Or just cancel them and go for an aerial. So you saw a lot of that in the first stock that was letting Eddie win neutral a lot. So.
Right. But I mean, like, so in the matchup at this level, both players usually are very good at getting those guaranteed tech chases and things like that, and also getting very easy edge guards because both of these characters have pretty predictable recoveries.
Yeah, Marth definitely has a harder time gimping Sheik, but I think it's not that easy to edge guard Marth as Sheik. But if you cash in on like a really early kill, that can help a lot.
Oh yeah.
But Marth is definitely able to have like extended edge guards against Sheik that she can't really do much about.
Right. And both of these characters, if you get them out of their jump, it's game over.
Yeah.
So now that we've talked about the higher level stuff, we can talk about what's actually going on.
Yeah.
A lot of space and a lot of crisp movement by both players.
Yeah, nice auto cancel fair by Eddie to take that stock.
Exactly.
Oh, the Phantom.
Yeah, the Phantom forward air.
Yeah, Eddie didn't see it coming, so he wasn't ready to react to it, and Bro got the back here anyway.
Wow, kills off the top. I mean, he was at 130%.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is a very back and forth match right now. And that's what you expect at this level. Because, like I said, both of these characters, if you just get one good read, knock them out of their double jump, that's a dead character.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alright, so we got, like you were saying before, 7ent, that is, likes to do a lot of these jump-up charge needles. And it is working against Ro right now. It worked against him in Winners Finals, clearly.
Yeah, what makes Sheik so good at edgeguarding Marth is that even if you let Marth land back on stage, you have really fast options like down smash or forward air to get the stock. So you saw Eddie flubbed a little bit there, but he still ended up getting the down smash. And having even like a really slight lead like this is really big in this matchup, just because it's really hard for Marth to kill Sheik at this percentage.
Right. Good mash out by Vro, though. It didn't look like 7ent really hesitated that much, but it was still enough for him to break out of that grab.
I really like those needles by Eddie. Just making it harder for Bro to set up for the next guard.
Okay, can he get another kill off the top, or is he going to go for something a little bit safer?
Oh, okay. That was
an interesting hitbox.
That was either genius or unintentional, but
yeah, I think he thought he was going to recover a little bit higher, but at those high percentages and with questionable DI, that'll definitely kill.
I think Bro is extremely good at calling out tech patterns. I think that's really uncharacteristic as a Marth player. Usually Marth players just have their combos, but he definitely looks like Falcon sometimes.
Oh yeah, especially with how fast he is, he can get those tech reads very consistently.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What is this?
Bro is just reading his movement in the air so hard right now.
Oh wait, what? Okay. He makes it back, but
I think this is it. If Eddie edgeguards this correctly. Oh no, he did not make it there in time.
Yeah, Vro's good at doing preemptive dolphin slashes, but that's the Sheik, man. You get forward aired.
Nice.
Yeah. So a very, very close match, very back and forth.
Yeah, Eddie was saying how he thought it was really, really close when they played in Winners, and he might be consider playing Falco if his Sheik loses. But personally, I think Eddie's Falco is better than his Sheik. But he's definitely had some really strong results against Marth recently. So we'll see what happens. I guess.
I mean, if it works for him, it works for him.
Yeah.
and it's always great to get your opponent used to one character, especially if you have 5 games potentially to work with. Get him used to your Sheik, and then if you lose one, you make him have to adjust to a completely different character.
Yeah, and they have to adjust to not only a different character, but a different stage with that different character. So like,
exactly.
That could open up just tons of different play styles that you have to think about.
Yeah, so even though that first game was very close, the fact that 7N was able to clutch it out is a huge advantage for him. Oh, but he hits his head on battlefield.
So it doesn't matter because he's Sheik, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheik and Falcon can recover like that, even if they bonk their head.
Good spacing on his fair, but he doesn't get that back air and eats a dolphin slash.
Yeah, he read the. I think Eddie's starting to adapt to Bro's recovery patterns because he threw it a back air really early, but it just wasn't early enough.
Right. A little bit of a tech flub, but he doesn't get punched for it.
That was a really nice nair early on Bro's shield.
What is with all these needles? What is going on?
Oh, is that Mewtwo King? That was insane.
Yeah, so as you were saying before, with the needle pressure, it's really easy to try and get too into it, and then you just become predictable as Sheik. But if you can quickly needle snipe a Marth, you become extremely threatening.
Eddie's definitely not predictable in his needle usage at all. He just throws them in whenever he needs them. Yeah, that was super perfect because that down air, he did such an early down air that even though he missed the option, he was able to react to the dash attack.
Right. Interesting dash attack by Fro, but he doesn't get punished and he still gets the grab, getting some decent damage off of this conversion.
Yeah, Marth's dash attack is a really interesting move at this level, I think, because I mean it's considered a scrub move, I think, for a very long time, but it's really good at like beating out dash chances and like your opponent who's thinking about like your grab or something like that. But Marth's dash chance has a ton of range, and it can lead to really big damage if they get it.
And the thing is, since most people aren't expecting it, usually they don't DI it properly, and you can get a free F smash off of it.
Okay, that was an extremely good combo by Bro.
Yeah, and then an extremely bad side
unintentional chain. It might not have mattered, but the way Bro combos is really interesting with Marth. Like he's gonna move his character into the perfect position to get the exact hitbox he wants at the exact height, and like it's a really subtle thing that. It's really hard for...
Oh no, he hits the nair and that sends him just a little bit too low. But yeah, with Marths at this level, usually the only way that they can actually get these huge combos, because their opponent will be DIing properly, is if they are very clean in their movement and they can move themselves fast enough to adjust to the opponent's DI.
Yeah, really nice auto-cancel fairs by Eddie in neutral, making it hard for Marth to come in. And Marth doesn't want to trade right now when they're one stock down.
Yeah.
Because, like, she can kill Marth really easily at any percentage. So if Eddie starts getting Brown to like 90%, one grab is all it's going to take.
Right now, 7N is a little bit of a pickle. Let's see how he gets back on stage.
Nice forward air. Oh. Every hit of the forward B, that covered the fair.
Yeah, I mean, he does the forward B a lot, and it looks like it doesn't work a lot, but then sometimes your opponent will just walk right into it, and then clearly it was worth it. Well, but good spot dodge by 7N to avoid that F smash.
Oh my, okay, that was super good.
Yeah.
Jab, drop down fair.
Oh wait, no, he didn't grab ledge soon enough and he eats a dolphin smash. This one,
so
there
deep.
We go. Yeah, when you have a stock to play with, it's definitely worth it to go deep and back air.
Definitely Eddie getting that small lead at the end there made a huge difference because he was just able to hang on to that stock and just get chip damage with forward airs and stuff.
All right, so right now, set point for 7N since he's in winners.
Bro is definitely very scary on Yoshi's because he will just manipulate he'll just like have his whole game plan is just to get you on one of the side platforms and tip for you.
Right.
Like he's very, very good at getting you there when you think you're safe, but you're not.
Yeah, his entire neutral game is about dancing around the stage and waiting for you to put yourself in a bad position for him to get an easy kill.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. He does a really unorthodox back throw just to get Eddie on the platform. Nice.
I've noticed that like when Rose starts to lose games, he starts playing really unorthodox, and clearly it works sometimes for him.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true, especially in this matchup. Marth can't play it's all about Marth playing unpredictably.
Yeah, but I mean that side B not really working for him. Puts him in perfect range to get that nair for 7N to get that nair.
These past 2 games, Eddie's shield pressure has been really solid with Sheik. It's pretty subtle, I guess, but he's definitely making it work with like auto cancel forward air jab. That sets up for a lot of things.
The thing about Sheik is, like, if you're playing her well, it looks like you're not doing anything that impressive.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
you're-
definitely true.
Yeah. So, like, sometimes it's easy to kind of just discount it or, like, not mention how well a Sheik player is playing. But, like, don't get me wrong, 7N's doing amazing right now. All of his combos are very on point. He's getting a lot of those fairs at the ledge to keep Vro off of him.
Really interesting F smash read by Bro. He ends up getting the stock from it. Bro definitely F smashes quite a lot.
Yeah. Like, the difference between someone who's a scrub and someone who's a top player isn't necessarily the moves they're using, it's like whether or not they hit them. So, like, even though dash attack, side B, F smash and neutral, those are all things like people might attribute to scrubby play. If you can make it work, obviously you're not doing poorly.
Yeah, all those moves are tools of a good player. It's just not something you should rely on.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Yeah,
And
catches some really funky DI from Eddie.
And that was an instance of him using that Marth's really good wave dash to position him underneath 7N, catch him on it, and then a quick ledge grab and calls 7N's bluff. For 2 quick stocks.
Bro will always cover the sweet spot. And wow, Bro switches to Falcon. I know I've seen him play Falcon against Sheiks before. But I mean, it's been a while. I know his Falcon is definitely very legit though.
Okay.
I kind of wonder how it's going to do against someone like Eddie though. Eddie plays very simply with forward tilt and neutral.
Yeah. It's not like Falcon has much better matchup against Sheik either.
Yeah, it's definitely worse, I would say.
I mean, we were talking earlier about how Vro has a very tech chase heavy playstyle, very good movement. So those are all attributes that you look for in a Falcon main as well. So it's definitely well within his range to pull this out, but in this matchup he has to play perfect.
Yeah, I mean, even if Vro takes this game, Eddie's gonna probably pick Dreamland again or something like that, or Fountain, some bad stage for Falcon and Marth, and he's gonna force Bro to make a decision about which character he's playing. And I think if he goes Falcon, Eddie will just go Falco, and Eddie's Falco's gonna take that every day of the week.
Yeah. But right now, Vro at least putting on decent showing, not getting gimped by those needles.
Really
never mind.
nice.
Commentator curse.
Great edge guarding by Eddie. That was just very, like, even though it's extended and it looks like he might be dropping things, he's really just frame trapping. He's setting everything up.
Right. Like I said last game, she can be doing amazing mind games and stuff like that, and it still looks like they're not really doing anything impressive. Okay, good moonwalk, but
yeah, I mean, I think when you play Falcon, styling isn't a bad idea necessarily. Like, it's pretty scary, like, when the Falcon is moonwalking towards you, you're not sure exactly what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And yeah, I think Vro playing an Orthodox is only going to help him right now.
I agree with that a lot because Matt R was one of the best Falcon in the scene for a long time.
Matt played very unorthodox.
Yeah, and he played very unorthodox. And that's how he would beat 7N a lot of the time.
I definitely had to switch my playstyle completely when I played Matt.
A lot of hack stashes at the ledge.
Just calls out the tournament winner.
Yep.
Yeah, this is looking rough, unless he gets a big combo here.
Yeah, that's the thing. In this situation, Vro has to be really creative. He has to do some kind of crazy combo that 7N isn't expecting, and then catch him with it. Jabbing in the wrong direction is not going to do that.
I think something that separates a lot of high-level players from medium-level players too is also just that top players shield things a lot. Like,
oh yeah,
they know when something's coming, and they're going to shield it, or their reaction is good enough that they're not going to get hit by these stray moves. Like, it's just so much harder for characters like Falcon or Fox and Falco to get, like, they might look really overpowered at lower levels, but at the high level, like Sheik and Marth, like, they're just not going to get hit by everything.
Right.
And that's what makes these characters so good.
As we say this, 7N hasn't taken a single... Okay, there we go. A little bit of damage.
Yeah, he's just walling him out so hard right now.
Just like 3-4 tilts in a row.
Yeah, Eddie's definitely just fishing for a stray hit to set up the edge guard.
And of course, Vro's doing the same, but Falcon just hits a lot harder.
Yeah.
Oh, that raptor boost is going to be punished heavily. Misses the needles, but...
Yeah, Bro's just going for reads. I'm not sure that's a good idea at this point. Because if you miss the read, Sheik has really fast.
Oh, he rolls right into that
and
there.
that's gonna be
That's
it.
gonna be it. So
Nice job to Eddie defending Champagne.